All right. Hey, hey. It's going live. There we go. Okay. I think we're live. This is my first time doing a Facebook Live. Hi, everybody. Awesome. We are live. Okay. So, hey, everyone. I am so excited to be here today. As you can see, I have my awesome American flag behind me. And let's see, I have this funny filter on my face that gives me some sweet eyelashes, so I guess I'm gonna just keep it. So, all right. First off, thank you so much for joining my live. And if you're watching later, welcome, welcome. You can come at any time. This is for you to replay whenever you want. This is going to be a group coaching slash motivational session. And first off, I just want to thank you for joining my Facebook group. So I honestly thought that we wouldn't even get I wouldn't even get one person to want to join my Facebook group, but I now have 10 people in my Facebook group. So I just want to say thank you. Um, Thank you so much. Oh yeah, I took that filter off. Okay. Yeah, thank you, every single person who is a part of my group. We have Matthew, Misty, Michael, Patty, Lorette, Sherry, Taylor, Daniel, my tia Loithi, my aunt, and my awesome kick butt mom. Love you, mom. So thank you. I'm so glad you guys saw me post that I wanted to make a group, and you guys heard the call. You guys, something in your heart, told you that you want to be better. You want to elevate yourself. You want to kick butt. You want to be with the same people that kick butt. And that's what we're here for. I'm here to kick butt with you. I'm here to transform with you. And I'm excited to help you guys out. I just want to tell you guys that why I'm not here. I'm not here just to show you how to squat, right? You can find out how to squat from a million videos online. I'm not here to tell you what to eat, even though I will share those things with you, but you can find out what to eat from a million places online. Every single person in the world is sharing how to squat, how to eat, yada yada. That's not what I'm here for, though. Why am I here? So I'm not just another fitness person who wants to show their booty. Okay. I am not a certified life coach, so just know that right off the bat. There's people with more credentials on life coaching. So, and I am not here to give you an MLM to try to push a product on you. Never, never, never. None of that. I hate that crap. I really do. What am I then? What am I here for? Well, number one, I am a passionate, certified trainer. I've been certified in several different personal training certifications, from corrective exercise to a standard personal training to I have several certifications since 2012. Okay, I've been doing this for a long time now, not super, I haven't been coaching people one on one consistently throughout all those years, but I have been doing it since that point and on and off throughout. I have also, I'm a certified yoga teacher, and I've done that quite a bit since 2011. I got my certification in 2011. I've been doing that for a long time, and I love it. I'm your friend, obviously. Hello, we're on Facebook. We're friends. I'm your friend. I'm your new cheerleader, self-proclaimed cheerleader. And I'm your fellow transformational buddy. Okay, you're going to watch me transform while I watch you transform. This is as much for me as it is for you. I want to bring you guys along the journey. I want to lift you guys up as I'm lifted up. The other thing is, I've read a lot of books on psychology, on from therapists, from I've had a lot of good mentors in my life. I have a full-time job. The CEO that I work for, he's spent over $250,000 on personal coaching services and training. And I have been blessed enough to be coached and mentored by him. So I want to share some of the wonderful little gold nuggets that I've learned from him with you. And I think that's awesome. Like, honestly, what I'm telling you, I would share with my children, I would share with people that I love because I want to help others. So here's what you're going to get. And you already know a little bit of this, but here's what you're going to get in our Facebook group. First off, we're going to set personal fitness goals, which some of you already have with me. We're keeping each other accountable for diet and exercise commitments. We're going to have this weekly live right here to get motivated, to check in with each other's progress, to ask questions, to talk, and get our heads in the game. And then we have a daily spreadsheet that we're filling out. Some of you have already started filling it out. This spreadsheet is to keep you accountable to whatever you want to be accountable to. So if you want to be accountable for your diet, then that's what you're going to fill out. If you want to be accountable for your exercise, that's what you're going to fill out. Whatever you want to be accountable to in this journey, I'm here to personally help you. And the group, our team, the people in this Facebook group, we're like a team. We're here to encourage each other as well. So it is a private group. We're going to be sharing progress reports in the form of posts. We're going to do fitness challenges together. We're going to expand our education on diet, exercise, mind, etc. Now, this group will be free for a long time, until COVID is over, because the world's going through something crazy right now, and I want this to be free, okay? But the fact is, in order for you to stay accountable and take this seriously, you need to have some skin in the game. That's why I will be charging a small fee to stay accountable later on. And I will go more into the details of what that means, and it's going to make more sense, and it's going to be a small fee, but it's going to make sense later on. Don't worry about the money right now. It doesn't matter. You can come in my group and you can leave once you have to be charged if you want to. And I won't take it personally at all. I'm still your friend. I'm still, your cheerleader. I'm still here for you. So, but there will be a cost eventually. Like I said, I have a full-time job. I make, thankfully to the Lord, I make good money. So I'm not here to gouge you for money or anything like that. I'm here just to keep you accountable. So I'm going to do what I need to do to put some of your skin in the game. And then also, of course, I'm passionate about this. This is my passion. This is why I do this. And, I want to reach as many people as I possibly can. So yeah, that's that. So here's what we're going to talk about today. So now that all that housekeeping stuff is out of the way, here's what we're going to talk about today. Number one, we're going to talk about change. Okay. There's a lot to say there. There's 3 simple steps, but not easy steps, I'm going to tell you. We're going to talk about anxiety and how to control anxiety. Now, there's a lot of information on the internet out there about how to control anxiety, blah, 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 blah. A lot of people don't really know what the heck they're talking about. I'm going to share some things with you that hopefully will truly help you to get a handle on anxiety, okay? And then we're going to talk about our operation now, our mission now, okay? I'm so excited to share that with you. So, first off, I just want to say happy Easter weekend, everybody. It is a gorgeous day today. There are beautiful blooms on the trees. They're white and pink, and it's fresh and crispy outside. Here in Utah, I love Utah. You guys know this. The mountains still have snow on them. The bottom of the mountains are green from the grass. It's amazing. So, this is a weekend of renewal. This is the perfect weekend to do a mental reset, which is what we are here to do today. So yesterday was Good Friday. This is the day that they nailed the Master, the Lord, on the cross, and that day was scary. It was depressing. It was gloomy, dark. I mean, hopeless for the people who experienced it. But what I love about Good Friday is that Easter Sunday is 3 days away, right? Easter Sunday happens, and that is the day that he rose from the tomb so that we can rise from the tomb one day too. So Easter is about cleansing, renewal, spring, rebirth, and starting anew. And that's what we're here in this group to do. So I feel like this is just a beautiful weekend to start. When our humility goes up to him, the blessings come down. So this is a weekend of blessings, and I'm so grateful for that. So let's talk first. Now, you don't have to be of my religion, and I certainly don't expect everyone to believe what I believe, but I do want to share my spirituality with you. First off, through him, okay, the God of the universe, he seeks to change us inside out. The world wants to change us from the outside in. Now, from the outside in doesn't really work. People want to change your body. People want to change everything on the outside, what you look like, etc. That stuff doesn't really change you. What really changes you is starting from the inside. So I would encourage you to lean into your higher power, which is God, and trust in him, seek healing, seek love, and you'll find it. So we have to start with the mind first, because the mind is the brain. We're talking about health. If you could choose just one organ in your entire body to be healthy, one organ, that's it. You only get one. What would it be? Well, for me, it would be the brain. Why? Because the brain connects your spirit to your body, and it's your mind. And what does your brain do? Your brain controls every single other part of your body. So if your brain is having problems, you're depressed, you have, mental health issues, which who doesn't? Okay, we all do. We need to tackle the brain, the spirit, the mind first. So that's what we're here to do today. So in order to get that going, clear our mind, clear our brain right now with me. Let's do 5 deep, slow breaths. We're going to try to do 3-second inhales, 6-second exhales. Now, they're not going to be exact, but you're just going to take a nice deep breath with me. We're going to do 5, okay? This is just to get started. This is just to clear our minds. And then we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of this coaching session. So, ready? Let's do this. So, inhale for 3. Exhale for 6. 1. 2. 3. 4. Last one, calm 1. 5. Thank you so much for doing that with me. I hope you feel really good, and I hope you feel better right now. Okay, so the number one thing we're going to start with today. Balls dropping. So, life likes to drop balls on us. And sometimes you're holding the ball and you drop it. You drop the ball. And I like to think of that ball as also sometimes a bomb. Sometimes we have bombs drop on us by life, and sometimes we're holding a bomb and we drop it and it explodes. Okay? This is just life. This happens all the time. I know you know what I'm talking about. You make mistakes. Other people make mistakes. Other people affect you. Outside circumstances affect you. You could be walking along a sweet little path with flowers, and all of a sudden a bomb/ball drops on you. So what happens if, let's picture that ball/bomb. What happens if you have a little child swimming pool, like a kiddie swimming pool, like for babies, you know, the plastic ones you put outside on your grass for the little babies. And let's say you fill it with water. You fill that swimming pool with water. It's little. It's only probably about that deep. And what happens if a bowling ball sized ball/bomb, what happens if that were to drop into that little kiddie children's swimming pool? What would happen? Well, number one, all the water would just come flowing right out. Like that little plastic pool would not be full of water anymore. It would be empty. And the plastic would probably be torn to shreds from the bomb, right? In life, I don't want you to be that little kiddie swimming pool for kids. What I want you to be is an Olympic-sized swimming pool. Have you ever seen an Olympic-sized swimming pool? I have. I've swam in an Olympic-sized swimming pool. They are ginormous, huge. And what happens if that same bowling ball/bomb were to fall in the middle of that Olympic-sized swimming pool? Well, it would make maybe a good ripple and it would make a little splash. But most of the water, probably like 99.9% of the water, would still be in the swimming pool, and not too much effect would happen, right? So my goal for our coaching, and just as we grow together in life, is I want us to become Olympic-sized swimming pools, because life is going to drop balls on us and bombs. And sometimes you're going to drop the freaking bomb and it's going to explode and you're going to mess up. So when that happens, I want to help prepare you and your mind, and in your goals, your fitness goals, your wellness goals, etc., your life goals, to be ready and prepared so that you have enough reserves and your swimming pool is big enough so that you can handle it. And you're not going to be utterly destroyed. Your life is not going to be completely wrecked like it would if you were that little kiddie-sized swimming pool. So when things break down, that which has been ignored comes rushing in. What is that? That's chaos. Okay? When things break down, that which has been ignored comes rushing in. So I want to help you guys to what I call slay the dragon. So there's a story, I think it's called There's a Dragon in My Bedroom. It's about a little boy who finds like this dragon egg, and he takes it into his bedroom and it hatches, and it's a little baby dragon, and the little boy tells his mom and dad, there's a dragon in my room. There's a dragon in my room. And at first it's cute, and the mom and dad don't really care. Nobody really cares because it's just a baby dragon. Well, at first it's cute. It's a baby. It's a little mischievous. But eventually this dragon starts growing a little bit, starts making little problems here and there, but so far it's still little enough. Nobody cares. It can still be ignored. Then one day the dragon grows so big, it's big enough to devour the entire house. Okay, blow it down with fire, etc. Now we have a problem. Now we have a huge problem. So I don't want you guys to have dragons in your life. What I want you to do is I want you to slay the dragon. So I want to be here to help you figure out what is that dragon and how am I going to slay it before it threatens to destroy me. Because at first, things that are problems for us, they're so little, they're kind of annoying, they kind of pop up their nasty little head here and there, and we ignore them for too long. For example, food addiction. Okay, it can be start as a little problem, a little anxiety here and there, and then all of a sudden you weigh way too much and your health is at risk and you're about to have all of these health related issues that could lead to death, right? Or having social media addiction, or you name it. I mean, there's a million things in this life, and everyone struggles with something different. What is that dragon in your life? We're gonna get ready to slay it. Okay. So let's talk about anxiety, because sometimes anxiety can be the root of a lot of serious issues. Now, a lot of people talk about anxiety like they know what they're talking about, and sometimes they do, most of the times they don't. Today I'm going to teach you some things that I've learned that are going to help you tackle anxiety and slay that dragon. So first off, change is actually really simple. Now, it's not easy, but it's simple. The steps to change are simple, easy. Anyone can do them. I shouldn't say easy because they're not easy, but they're simple. Now, what are those 3 steps to change? There's 3. Number 1, you have to have a why, which you already have. You may not know what it is, but you have it. Trust me. And it doesn't really matter what your why is, just that you have a why. Number 2, you have to have a plan, which you're going to help yourself with, and I'm going to help you with that too. Okay, we're both gonna work on the plan. And number 3, this is the one that I'm gonna help you with the most, but you need to participate too. Accountability. So three simple steps to change. You have to have a why, you have to have a plan, and you have to have accountability. That last one is key. Super key. So in order for all these 3 things to work, you have to focus only on things that are in your control. So we're going to talk about the circles of control. And this is going to play, this was revolutionary for me when it comes to anxiety control, okay? Circles of control. First off, you have this outer circle, okay, right here, big outer circle. What's in the outer circle? The outer circle is things that you have no control over. The weather, politics, shootings, a global virus, etc. You have no control over these things. But what happens when you focus and you think and you put your attention to the things in this outer circle? Your anxiety shoots through the roof, okay? Because you have no control over these things. Now, let's come in to the middle of the circle, okay? In the middle of the circle are things that you can influence, but you don't have full control over. You can only influence them, like your health, other people, your significant other, your children, your friends, your feelings. You have influence over your feelings. You don't have full control over them. You have influence over your thoughts, but you don't have full control over them? What about meeting a quota at work so you can get paid? You often don't have full control over that, but you have influence over it. Okay? When you focus on things here, anxiety is still there, okay? But it's maybe a little bit more or less depending on the state of the matter. Now, let's come to the third part of the circle right here. This little teeny box inside the middle of the circle. What is this? This is the piece of the circle that you have 100% control over, okay? I wish I had a little tiny circle right here to show you. Little. Now, full control over everything in this circle. What is that? Time. Your time. You have 100% control over your time. What you eat, okay? Your actions. What you choose to do. The things you can do. Not the things you can't do. Only the things you can do, okay? That's the little piece of the circle. Now, I want you to focus only on this little circle. In this little circle, this is where you will have zero anxiety, should you choose to focus on just that circle. Now, what happens when you focus on just this piece of the circle, this little circle here in the middle? You start to have more control and influence over the other pieces of the circle, the mid circle, and eventually you might have influence on the outer circle of things that you have no control over, okay? So when you focus on what you can control, you start to be able to control more of the other things, okay? You have more influence over, if you make that quote at work, you have more influence over your spouse, your children, etc. Okay, things go better when you focus only on the little circle. That's it. That is how you're going to beat anxiety, okay? Whenever you feel anxiety in your chest, it's probably because you're thinking about something in the outer circle, things that you have no control over. I want you to kill it immediately. The moment you feel that anxiety, kill it. And you're just going to start focusing on, what do I have control over? I don't have control over my significant other. If they start being horrible, I don't have control over that. So, only focus on what you can control, your actions, what you bring to the table, okay? So we are not going to set goals for things that are in any other piece of that circle besides the center, places you have full control over. In order for this to work, the 3 steps to change, your why, you have a plan, you need accountability. You need to be accountable to people who have the same motive, the same passion, and the same understanding as your goals. That's why I'm here. I have the same goals as you. I have the same motives as you. I want to get in shape. I want to be in the best shape of my life. I already am in shape. I work out, but I want to be in the best shape of my life. I have bigger goals. You do too. You want to be the best version of yourself. I want to be the best version of myself. Let's do it together. Let's keep each other accountable. If you're not accountable to people who have the same motive and passion as you, they're just going to look at you like you're weird. And you can't reach a goal and stay accountable to people like that. If your significant other or someone else is not on the same page with you, don't be accountable to them. Be accountable to someone who is in that same path, in that same lane as you. So here's your homework. I want you to list areas of your life that you have 100% control over. What are those things, those little gritty details you could do today that you have 100% control over? Okay, so let's move on. We're going to talk about something that I want this group to embrace, because I've embraced this in my life. This is the growth mindset. What is the growth mindset? Let me tell you. The growth mindset is doing hard things, not because we want them to be easier later, but choosing to love the pain that comes from that growth process, choosing to embrace it and to put yourself in it as often as you can. So it's changing your mindset from, oh my gosh, I have to work out, or I'm going to work out now so it can be easier later. I'm going to diet now so it can be easier so I can eat whatever I want later on. That's not why we're here. And by the way, that doesn't work. If you want to grow in your workouts, it's always going to be hard, and you're just going to keep getting stronger, but you're still going to have to push yourself to that limit of the edge where, it's hard. The workout's hard for you because you're challenging yourself. You're forcing your body to overcome and adapt to, your workout. Eating healthy, that never ends. Okay, you have to train yourself to eat healthy for the rest of your life. It's not like you can eat healthy for a few weeks and then eat horrible for the rest of your life and be free. So we're not here to be in that mindset. That's a fail mindset. We're here to be in the growth mindset. This is not about, oh my gosh, I have to work out. This is not about, oh my gosh, I don't want to eat this salad. Do I have to eat this salad? Oh, I really don't want to. This is not about, oh my gosh, I have to get up and go to work today. I hate work, blah, blah, blah. This is about, I get to work out today. I get to eat healthy today and fill my body with nutrients and nourishment. I get to have the blessing of working today and being a force for good in the lives of other people. So we're going to change our mindset from, I have to do this, to I get to do this, and embrace the growth mindset. So here is our mission as the Frick Fitness Family Facebook group. It's a lot of F's. Our mission is as follows: Operation Destroy Your Comfort Zone. Okay? Operation Destroy Your Comfort Zone. 100%. Growth mindset. We're going to embrace the pain. So let me tell you something. The comfort zone. The comfort zone, pictures, where's the comfort zone? Where does it end? How do you break it? Well, picture a dog with one of those electric leashes. So like they have a collar and there's an electric, like invisible line around the house or whatever. And if they go past that line, they're going to get a little bit of an electric shock on their collar, and they're not going to want to go past that line. Well, picture that line, that barrier, as your comfort zone threshold. Like that's the end of your comfort zone. And every time you get close to it, it does not feel good, right? You're going to get that shock. So, but what we're going to do, what happens if that dog goes past that barrier? Guess what? He's going to go places. He's going to get somewhere, okay? And that's what we're here to do. We're not here to stay behind an invisible line. We're here to get places. We're here to go somewhere. Okay, so let's do it. So you know where the boundary is of your comfort zone. You'll know immediately because it's going to be painful. That's why I'm here to push you and to keep you accountable. Okay, that's where the accountability comes in. Now, during your transformation of change, you're gonna feel like everything is falling apart. When you get close to that comfort zone threshold, you're starting to break that barrier. It actually starts to feel like everything's falling apart. Why? Because your comfort zone is falling apart. But in reality, what you are experiencing when you start destroying that barrier and making it fall apart, and life feels like it's falling apart, is that you are experiencing the pains of evolution. You are literally adapting and, like an animal evolving into what it needs to be, you are evolving, you are adapting, you are experiencing evolution in the present moment. So when you feel that pain, and you feel the chaos and you feel like everything's falling apart and you get anxiety. I'm making changes. This doesn't feel good. I'm getting anxiety. That's when you're evolving and you're changing and you're replacing, you're giving up your old life for your new life. And, it's hard. It's not easy. But if you embrace that chaos, if you embrace that messiness, that pain, that discomfort, it's awfully discomforting. I hate it. But if you embrace it, if you choose it, if you accept it, if you choose the growth mindset, you choose not to do it because you want it to be easier later. You do it because you're embracing that process. Out of that chaos will emerge a higher order, a higher self, your higher self. Okay. Now let's talk. We're almost done here chatting. Let's see how many minutes we're at. We're at 36 minutes. Yay! Okay. Let's talk about the rocket ship analogy. This is like your comfort zone all over again, okay? But with a rocket ship. So, when a rocket ship is launched into space, the hardest part for that ship and the reason they fill the rocket ship with an insane amount of fuel is because it takes about over 90% of that rocket ship's fuel just to break Earth's atmosphere. Okay, Earth's atmosphere is so strong that it takes over 90% of that rocket ship's fuel just to break through the barrier. Okay. The rest of the fuel for the trip, they can go millions of miles on a teeny amount of fuel for the rest of the trip. Now, this is a lot like us in change, what's going to happen to us with our comfort zone, etc. How? Well, we're the rocket ship, okay, and we are trying to change. We're trying to get to the other side, the reward. Okay, this is where the reward is. But in order to do that, we're going to have to encounter a barrier, and that's Earth's atmosphere. For us, that's our comfort zone line. Now, when a rocket ship goes through Earth's barrier, you see a fire. A fire happens. There's friction between the rocket ship and Earth's atmosphere. The friction is so strong that fire starts to emerge. And then, so what happens to people is that they get their rocket ship ready, but they might not have enough fuel in their rocket ship. So they come up, they touch the fire, and they get burned. And instead of going through and getting the reward from it, they turn around and they just get burned. And they do that over and over and over and over and over again, never getting the reward on the other side. So, what we're going to do here in future lives and in this group is I'm going to help you build momentum enough to break through. And also, that fuel is planning. That fuel is preparation. That fuel is accountability. Okay, that's what we're here for. So, when you have those things, you're going to touch the fire. It's going to hurt. That's your comfort zone barrier. But guess what? You're going to push through. And you're going to get to the other side and you're going to get the reward. This is how we're going to become. If you've ever heard of Pavlov's law, this was a scientist, Pavlov, who he trained a dog that every time he rang the bell, he would give the dog a treat. So eventually he did that so many times, he'd ring the bell, he'd give a dog a treat. He did that so many times that when he'd ring the bell, the dog would start salivating. And that's called Pavlov's law. If you can train yourself, in so many ways, physically, mentally, to actually elicit a physical response. Well, this is how we're going to become with our comfort zone and our goal. That bell, ding-a-ling-a-ling, that's going to be the fire. Okay? Every time we feel that fire and feel that pain, We're going to feel that pain. That's the bell. And what's going to happen when we feel that pain? We're going to start salivating. Why? Because we know on the other side of that pain is a reward. Like the dog, he's going to get his treat. So when you feel that pain, you need to train your brain, you need to train yourself, your mind, your spirit, to feel the pain and say, I'm going through it. I'm pushing through. And then on the other side, you will get your reward immediately. So every time we feel that pain, we're not going to get sad. We're not going to get scared. We're not going to get burned and walk away. We're going to get excited. We're going to start salivating because we're going to say, this is that pain that's going to get me something good. Okay? I'm facing myself right now. And guess what? I'm going to change. This is an opportunity for me to actually make real change. We need to look at our trials. We need to look at the hard things in life. We are not cursed by trials. We are blessed by them. We are not cursed by pain. We're blessed by it. Okay, there is reward behind every pain. Now, why is that barrier there? That barrier and that fire is there of your comfort zone to weed out the people who don't really want it. Okay, now, there's another part to this, and that is you may really want it, but you may be one of those people who comes to the fire and turns right back around, but you really want it. This is why I'm here to help you. I'm here to help push you past that barrier, get you through your comfort zone and to the reward on the other side. So yes, that barrier is there to weed out people who don't really want it, but you really want it. You just need help. Okay? I'm here to help you. I'm here to provide that guidance, reinforcement, fuel, the accountability, the plan, help you, guide you on that path and get you into space. Okay? So I want to answer, that's that, by the way, you guys. That's today's coaching session. Okay? We're going to have more of these once a week. They may or may not always be this long, just depends on what I have to say. So we're at 42 minutes. I want to answer a question I got from Michael. He's one of the people in our group, and he's a longtime friend. Love Michael and his family. He asked me, he's like, you know what? I find a lot of information online about dieting. So he feels like he knows what he's doing with dieting. I feel, coming from Michael, I feel like I know what I'm doing with dieting. But I'm really confused about strength training and, what to do there, where to start, what's the formula. So I want to talk specifically to Michael, but hopefully the rest of you can learn something as well. So Michael, I know from your goals that you want to lose weight. I know that you want to build muscle and be strong and be your best self, right? Because everyone here that's here is someone who, what I would say, I would say you're an overachiever. I'm an overachiever. Everyone in this group is an overachiever. We are here to be our highest, best self and manifest that in body, mind, and spirit. So I know that you want to achieve your best body that you possibly can, and that includes building muscle. Now, before you get that muscle ripped look, I know you want to lose a certain amount of weight. So here's what I would recommend. There are 5 training principles. Okay. Learn this in my personal training certification. This is kind of that roadmap that you're looking for, that like guidance that you're looking for. So first at the bottom of this, we've got a stabilization endurance type training. Then we have strength endurance, and I'm going to explain this in a minute. And then we have hypertrophy, which is building muscle. Then we have your max strength building, and then we have power building, okay, building for power. Now, Um, in order for you to get to the place you want to be, which from what I understand is you want to build muscle, okay? At least you want to get to number 3, which is build muscle. You might want to do maximal strength or power later, but I know for a fact because you told me you want to build muscle and get that nice ripped body. First, though, since you have weight to lose, I would recommend that you start with um, uh, the two methods of strength training that come before building muscle, which is, and this is still going to build muscle, it's just going to build it in a different way. Stabilization endurance training and strength endurance training. What does that mean? That means that in your workouts, you're going to start with high reps, the highest weight you can. So high reps means like 20 reps minimum, 15 to 20, but closer to the 20 side, even 25, even 50. Okay, high reps. We're talking high reps, and you're gonna do lower weight, but eventually that weight will increase as your capacity will start to increase. Now, why are you doing this? Because this is going to build muscle, not bulky muscle yet. This is going to build muscle, but this is also going to get your metabolism cranking like a burning furnace. Okay, so high reps with lower weight. I'm not going to say low weight, but lower weight is going to get your metabolism just cranking, and you're still going to build muscle during that time. So the reason it's important to build muscle is because the more muscle you have, the more calories you burn, the faster your metabolism is. So we need to get you to a point where you've lost weight and you've gained strength. And then after you do that, that's when you want to start focusing on the bulky muscle building, okay? The hypertrophy, the bigger muscles, the volume, okay? So I would recommend that for a period of months, so like until you've lost the weight that you want to lose, okay? Focus on strength endurance, and the first one I mentioned was stabilization endurance, which means that you do some stability type of exercises, and that's more for your safety and your health. Like the more you train your stabilizer muscles, the better off you're going to be. You're going to be less prone to falls. You're going to be less prone to injury, all kinds of stuff. And we're going to talk a lot more about maximal strength later. That's probably later on in the game, but there's a lot that goes into that. I would say too, make sure you're doing your recovery, and that means foam rolling. I have a percussion gun, which it's like a massage gun. I also have a foam roller that's a vibrating foam roller, and the reason that percussion and vibration is important is because it helps to numb the muscle when you're putting that pain into it. So let's talk about that a little bit later in a different coaching session. But Michael, that's where I would start. So you've got your stabilization endurance is number 1. You got your strength endurance, which is high reps, lower weight, not low weight, but lower weight. And then eventually we'll get you to that hypertrophy stage once you've lost all the weight you want to lose, and you got your metabolism roaring and you've built some muscle. Then we're going to focus on bulking, okay? And so let's get you there first. Let me know if you have questions about that. But that's really it for today, you guys. I hope you have an amazing, renewing, refreshing weekend. I look forward to continuing in this group. Please share, if this has helped you at all. And I hope you guys have a wonderful Saturday. I will see you guys later. I love you. Bye.